Happy Monday to my greenhouse family. We are so happy to see you. Today I'm with the lovely Sierra, who's behind the camera, and we are talking to you about how important our gut health is and our microbiome and how that plays a role in treating anxiety and depression, which, funny enough, during the holidays, we see a huge problem with uptick in anxiety and depression. The holidays are not happy and joyful for everybody, and I think that we have to be really cautious and really extend an olive branch and a hug or some extra love to those who may be suffering. The holidays can dredge up a lot of memories of loved ones who are no longer with us, and it's just a difficult time of year. So I think we all need to take a big deep breath and make sure that we're practicing some self-care and self-love and making sure we're taking care of our friends and family as well. So to that end, we did partner with NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illness. We partnered with the local chapter, and they dropped off some amazing collateral, which has resources and all kinds of contact information in it. So if you stop by the dispensary, make sure to pick one of these up because you might want it, or a friend or a neighbor might want it. And then a portion of proceeds the month of December will be donated to the chapter, so we're happy to give back. So just today I was doing consults here, and one of the patients confided into me that he's really suffering right now from anxiety and depression. And typically, anxiety is the problem. And when you're anxious all the time, it then can lead to depression. So when I'm having my conversations with my patients, I usually delve into that. Which came first? Are you depressed or are you anxious? Which led to what problem? And so he got some really good tips and tricks about what he can do from the cannabis space to help, but also we really focused on his gut, which is what I want to talk to you guys about. So our intestines are just chock full of hundreds of thousands of different species of bacteria and fungi, and funny enough, that is a whole universe into itself that's operating synergistically with our body. And if that's healthy, then we're in balance. And if it's not healthy, we're not in balance. And things that can make it out of balance are the obvious: stress, poor diet, antibiotics, and all the medications that we take. So we're at a little bit of a disadvantage that we're trying to do the right thing. Our bodies are trying to help us, but we're not helping our bodies. So the American diet, the Western diet, is really not great, guys. All this processed food that we eat, you really need to be eating things that those bacteria and other organisms like to eat, and that's the leaves and stems. So that's a lot of vegetables. Okay, so fruits and vegetables should be the mainstay of our diets. That will help. The other thing is probiotics. So probiotics are a way of giving our body back all of those wonderful organisms that may have been lost or damaged due to medications or antibiotics or etc. So we like to recommend that our patients take between 5 to 10 billion colonies a day. And I always recommend that you purchase the probiotics that are in the refrigerated section of your local health food store, because that means that they're actually live and those are going to be better quality for you. Okay, do you have a question?
So I just wanted to add in that the apothecary upstairs for probiotics, if you're in the building, they are up there and they have all of your amazing probiotics in the refrigerated section. So if you're ever here, you just go right on upstairs and grab those as well. Wonderful.
So thank you for that shout out. We love the apothecary. They do get it, and we love partnering with them for all things. So probiotics are super important. Diet is super important. Trying to decrease your stress is super important. And self-care, like I said, go for a walk outside, do yoga, take your dog for a walk. Just take some time for you. Get a facial, get a massage. Do something to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of the holidays. Truly take time to breathe. These are all things that can help you, okay? So all of those hormones and all of those neural pathways in our gut go right to our brain, and we can either get excited or we can get depressed depending on what is going wrong or well in our gut with our microbiome. So it's really important. Our mood is directly reflected in how our gut health is performing. So in the cannabis space, some things I was just recommending to the gentleman this morning, we really need to eat this medicine, okay? So here's a couple of options. These are high in CBD, which is really important. This is a 2-to-1 and this is a 1-to-1. And it's just 5 milligrams of THC and CBD in this one. And then it's 2-to-1 in this one. And these are great because they're little oral like gummies. You can chew them or you can swallow them. It's gonna go into your gut. It's gonna get absorbed. It's gonna go to your liver. It's gonna get into your bloodstream. This is going to keep your gut healthy and keep your anxiety at bay. It's not gonna make you feel altered. I don't want you to feel altered. I just want your resilience to be a little bit higher. I just want you to be able to cope with screaming children or shopping malls or parking lots or whatever it is, an ex-spouse, whatever it is that you're dealing with. This will give you resilience. Another way of doing that is with a tincture. This happens to be a 2-to-1 tincture by the Field Collection. So this is another way of getting that medicine in orally, okay? So this is more of a medication that you're on every single day. Ideally, you would take this 1 to 3 times a day so that you just have a little bit. It's called microdosing, so you have a little bit in your system, and that will help you not go down so low. It'll help prevent panic attacks if that's something that you have, or big anxiety issues. Yes, Sierra.
So Lisa has a question. She wants you to repeat how much probiotics we should take a day.
7 to 10 billion colonies a day at the minimum, okay? And then you want the biggest, broadest selection of all the different species that you can get. I think mine has maybe 34 different strains in it. So the more strains, the more diverse, the better. Great question. So
Thanks for tuning in, Lisa.
Yes, thank you, Lisa. 7 to 10 billion colonies a day is the minimum. So definitely we want you to be taking this medication to prevent the anxiety and the depression. And it's just the greatest way because you won't feel altered or different. You're just gonna feel better. But then if you have a problem and you're feeling pretty low or pretty stressed or pretty anxious, then what you can do is you could use like an uplifting strain. Obviously, we developed placebo for a reason. I mean, it's for anxiety and sleep. It's a nice 1-to-1 of CBD, THC, but it's an immediate onset. So when you're looking at a vaporized form, you're going to get it into your bloodstream right away. Maximal effect's probably 15 minutes. And then we also have really good luck with any of those uplifting strains like lemon haze or obviously sour diesel is a really popular uplifting strain, and those will be immediate gratification. So if you're feeling stressed in the moment, that's a way of kind of medicating yourself. But as always, guys, we're always here for you. We have such amazing wellness consultants. They've all been trained, they all care, and we are here to help you in this crazy holiday period. So again, thank you to NAMI for their support, and we're gonna give back for sure. We're gonna donate a portion of our proceeds this month to them. So come on in, get some collateral, understand that we're always here to give you a hug or whatever support you might need, and we hope that you really enjoy your holidays. We are gonna take a break, Sierra and I, we're gonna be actually home with our families for the next couple of weeks, I can't believe it. So our Medical Mondays will start back up in January. Now, in closing, remember that we still have the 12 days of Christmas happening, and you can just tune right into our texts. If you don't get our texts, you need to sign up because those come and you're gonna be like first to know these hot ticket items that are gonna be only in stock for as long as we have them. And you can also follow in our story on social media as to what is currently special for the remaining days of Christmas. Okay, guys? Really, really appreciate you, everything you do. We appreciate your comments, your suggestions, and we will see you guys in 2019. Be safe, everybody.